Hi, I'm Jenny from the Missouri Star Quilt Company. Take a look at this quilt behind me. This is a lot of fun and gorgeous, and it's another one of those half square triangle quilts that I love. Just another way to set them together. Very easy. So to make this quilt, you're going to need 3 charm packs that are printed and 3 charm packs of solid. So we used Chance of Flowers by Sandy Gervais for Moda, and I just love her style. She does such cute things. So when we get ready to make this quilt, all we're going to do is make half square triangles. And of course, I make those super easy. So you're going to choose a color out of here, out of your pack, and you're going to do this with the whole pack. So let's get this cute yellow here, yellow dot maybe. And I'm just going to pull it right out of the middle here. And you're going to do this to your whole charm pack. You're going to put your color with your solid. You're going to put them right sides together like that, and you're going to sew 1/4 inch all the way around the outside. Now I have one here that I've done that to. You can see I've sewn it all the way around the outside, and then we're going to cut it diagonally both direction. So we line up our ruler corner to corner just like this and like this. And we're just going to make those 2 cuts. So now we have 4 half square triangles right away, and just doubles our production. We're able to get so much more done. So now I'm going to iron these open, and I like to lay mine all in a stack like this with the color on top, because I try to iron to the dark side. We want to, especially if you're using a white background, you don't want your colors to show through. So I just press on them and roll it back and open them up and roll them back just like that. Very quickly they're all pressed and ready to go, and you do that to your whole charm pack. You're going to sew every one of these to one of these and cut them and do that. So you're going to have a big stack of these half square triangles. The first thing I do is divide them right in half. So I have a pile of, I just take 2 of each one on this pile and 2 on this pile, and I just divide them up like that. I've got 2 over here and 2 over here of each color. Oops, this one goes here. And you just try to make them fairly even so that you have about the same, you want the same amount on either side. And the trick to this whole block, and this is the block we're making right here. This is the block. But the trick to the whole block is how we sew them together. So what we're going to do is half of them are going to be sewn together color to color like this, and half of them are going to be sewn together white to white just like this. And you want to make sure they're the same, because we're putting together a block that looks like this. So let me show you how I lay these out. So I'm going to take my color here. See, I'm going to make these 2 first. So I'm going to take a yellow and a green, and I'm going to put them together just like this, so that they are white to white together. And we're going to sew those. So let's go to the sewing machine and put those together. And I would do, if I were you, I would do all of the ones where I'm putting the solids together, I'd do all of those, and then I'd do all the ones where I'm putting the color together. So you end up with 2 stacks that are identical, because you don't want to get mixed up, and it's so easy to get mixed up. Well, let me just rephrase that. It's so easy for me to get mixed up. So anyway, I cut off those little dog ears, and then I'm just going to press this open and lay that like that. And then we're going to make this side right here, which is where the 2 colors are together. So you go to your other stack and you grab 2 other colors. Let's grab the pink like this and the yellow, and you're going to match up your 2 colors. So then we're going to put those together and we're going to sew those. And while you're doing this, you'll be able to chain piece, because you'll have all of your colored ones, right? One after the other, and you'll just sit and chain piece them all, and it'll go super fast for you. Then I'm just going to roll that piece back. So we make sure that our blocks line up. I always looked make a sample block so that I have a direction to follow so I know where I'm going. And then you're going to sew these two together like this. And so you just lay these right sides together, and if you happen to have ironed your seams going one direction or the other, they will nest very nicely. If not, you can just kind of push them that way so that they lay nice. And then when you iron them, they'll just lay down really nice. So you're going to sew these two together. Make sure that center seam lines up in your edges. And we're going to press that open. And I know I have this seam going this way, so I'm going to press that. Sometimes when you get a lot of little pieces coming together, you might want to press the seams open. Some people like to do it. That's totally personal preference. So you're going to end up with blocks like this. Then what you want to do to make this block is you're going to take 4 of these and you're going to put them together. So you're going to put your whites together in the middle, so you can already see how this is beginning to form. And then I have 2 I've sewn together here, and you're going to put your other 2 together to form the block. So let's sew these 2 together right here. And then I have this one that's already done. And we'll make a block. And we'll just iron this open. There we go. And we'll put this together. Let me give this a little press. There we go. Get all my seams going one direction or the other. And look at that. So now I'm going to lay these 2 together. So basically these 4 small blocks that you have are forming a 4 patch. And the way I like to line mine together is I always put my whites to the middle, all my solids. I'm going to line those right up in the center. And I kind of like these blocks where there's a lot of smaller blocks because it lets you keep everything in line. Every time a seam comes together, you make sure that nests, and it'll end up for a very, just a really nice looking block where all your little seams line up and things just go together so easily. All right, so now let's press this open. Whoops. Here we go. Got caught on a cord right there. That could have been bad. All right, so now we have these blocks. And really, just to put this quilt together, all we're going to do is we're going to sew together, lay our blocks together in rows like this. Look how cool this is. Then it makes this secondary block right here in the middle. So you have a white block here that is bordered by color, and then you have a colored block here that is bordered by white, and it just does it automatically. You don't have to set it, you don't have to worry about it, you don't have to do any work, you just put them together. So on mine right here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 big blocks across the top, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 going down. That'll make a quilt that is about 55 by 77, so it makes a good size quilt. If you wanted to use 1 charm pack of white and 1 charm pack of color, it will make a quilt that's this size. And I just wanted to show you this. It's just so cute how it comes out. This is Wren and Friends, and it's just, I mean, they're just darling little quilts and so easy to make, even though it looks like a lot of work, which I love. I love quilts that make it look like you worked really hard. So we hope you enjoyed this tutorial on the 4 Seasons quilt block from the Missouri Star Quilt Company.